Nikki, we all know that being a business owner can be stressful. Do you have any ideas on how you can combat that stress?
It can be incredibly stressful for business owners. I think the first thing is often you're having to outwardly present positively. So what you need to do is find that you do have some safe spaces. So you need to have some trusted advisors and associates that you can be open and honest with and say what and be able to discuss what you are finding stressful. So whether it is things outside of work that are stressing you, whether it's work situations that are stressing you, whether it's employees or suppliers or clients or something else that's affecting, you need to have an outlet somehow to share those things, because it's not healthy to have everything internalized 24/7. Secondly, everyone, depending on your size, but most businesses will have a management team. Use them. That's what they are there for. Now, don't go to the extreme. Some places, abuse the management team, and they end up being the middle management end up being the most stressed in the organization. But make sure that you do have a management team with clear parameters, that they have clear responsibilities so that they can lighten your load. You do have to think, what would happen if you weren't able to work for a day, whether you had to go to hospital, you had a family emergency. The world and your business should not stop if you can't do everything. So you need to make sure that your management team can do all your core things and be able to cover for you, and on the long term help you and take off some of those responsibilities so that you can focus on the things that you're good at, whether it's you're good at leading or business development or vision or consultancy, product development, whatever it is that you're good at and why you got to where you are, focus upon that, and ensure that your management team covers all the rest. The next one, you'll see that I always get a giggle about this, but you see so many, certainly when I used to work in London, you almost anyone that was senior was always doing some marathon or some challenge or something. Now, there is definitely a reason why so many senior people run or do long cycle rides, whatever else it is, but that having that extra non-work outlet gives you the space, one, to keep you physically healthy, second, to keep you mentally healthy, and third, just to give you a break. I mean, I know that I particularly like to do certain things, whether it's going for a walk or a run or cycle ride or, an exercise class or go and bash a tennis ball. It's just being able to be good and having that space in your head where you're not being asked questions constantly for an hour. It's like when you have a toddler. So those of you that have had a toddler and you're constantly going, mummy, what's this? What's that? Are we nearly at our destination? That's what it's like having a business, except they don't grow out of it. It's constant. You still have it 15 years later. So you do need to give yourself that space, whether it's through your outside activities, by you actually making sure that you take some time off, whether it's just time off and you switch things off at home and spend it in your garden, or if you go on some grand holiday, it doesn't matter. It's the time off that's important. And finally, positively, it's bloody hard you getting there and celebrate what you've done, celebrate your wins, do you strictly, it's the journey, not the destination, because not everyone's going to get the glitter ball, but what they all are going to do is have that experience, enjoy every every new employee that you manage to sign, each new contract that you manage to get, every new product or service that you develop, every client that says something nice to you, celebrate it, you know, because too often you're, you know, especially if you're the person at the top, you get all the whinges and the whines, you know, and then your head just becomes full of that, you know. Try and fill it with a lot of the wins as well to get that balance. Really important. So celebrate. You've done a great job. You're at the top for a reason. Celebrate it. And, you know, try and make sure that you have all those support systems in place so that you can carry on onwards and upwards with your business.